All right, so if you missed our class flight planning demo, I'm going to briefly go over the specific skills you need to finish this assignment. Um, so step one, this is all going to be done kind of in Google Maps. So you're going to open another tab, uh, Maps. And the first question, we want to get the mileage from Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport to Houston, Texas. So we're going to come here, we're going to put in Sky Harbor. It's going to navigate for us. Then we are going to right click. And if you're on your Chromebook, it's going to be two fingers on your touchpad, not on the touch screen. So we're going to right click, measure distance, come back here, clear the search, and we're going to, I think we're going to Bush. Yeah. So we're going to go to George Bush Intercontinental Airport, or you would type it. I just have it there because I've been doing this all day. Now we're at George Bush Intercontinental Airport, and we're going to click, and our distance is given to us here. Let's hide this. Okay, so we've got 1,007.31 miles. Your decimal place may be a little bit off. That's what we found happened yesterday, and that is fine. Next part. We need it in nautical miles. So we are going to divide this by 1.151 so that we get it in nautical miles. And we're going to get something like 1,007 divided by 1.151. We get 874. 874 point, and we got 0.89. I'm going to round it up to 0.9. Okay. Then we identified two cities. Bonus points if you get an actual airport. That could be checkpoints. So on this step, you zoom out. My Wi-Fi is kind of slow. We're going to zoom out. We're still in Texas. I want to get out of Texas. Okay. So we're going to zoom out so that we can see these different cities. Okay, so we've got Tucson, Midland, Odessa, Austin. Austin is a really good checkpoint. So I asked for cities, but if you take the next step and zoom into those cities and find actual airports, you get extra points for that. So we got Austin. I'll zoom in here. Let's see. Oh, right here. There's Austin Executive Airport. I think that's a private airport. But if you find an actual airport, you can get extra points on your actual project for that. All right. Um, oh, that's class demo. My bad. 874.9. I'm going to put Tucson and Austin. Austin Executive Airport. All right. So next, you're going to be flying this Prepare 450 Boeing plane. It has a cruising speed of 340. So we're going to use that speed and the distance that we just calculated up here to calculate hours. So I'm going to put speed is always distance per time. Um, so right now we're looking 4 times, so it's going to be distance divided by speed. It's 874.9 divided by 340. So we get about 2.5 hours. And if we're leaving at 6 a.m., then we are going to arrive at about 8:30. Okay. Um, right here, I do want to mention I got 2.57. So that also equals 2.6. And if I were to actually calculate that in terms of time, we're going to add 2 hours, so 8 o'clock, and then 0.6 times 60 minutes, because that's what is in an hour, right? Um, and we get zero point 0.6 times 60, we get 36 minutes. So to be more accurate, we would actually land at 8:36 a.m. in the morning. Then here, you're going to fill in where your flight is. We're leaving at 6, so we're going to fill in this block, and we're going to go all the way to the 9 o'clock block because we are landing at 8:36. I'm going to fill this in blue, okay? And the way to fill it in, you need to make sure you're clicking inside of the box you need, and it is this bucket. For some of your screens, you may have 3 lines, like your toolbar is cut short. You're going to have the 3 lines for more, but it's still the bucket, paint bucket. All right, and then right here, this is where we make our crew selection. So we're just following these rules, and we're narrowing down which selection we can make. So if we're looking at captains, shift starts 1 hour before flight departure. So the earliest their next shift can start for our flight is October 29th at 5 a.m. because we're leaving at 6. So if we're looking at M. Scott, he's available. Schrute, he's not available to the 31st. Halpert is available at 4 a.m. and Hudson is available at 4:30. So right now we're just going to X out Dwight Schrute. Next, they are not allowed to exceed 60 hours of flight time per week. So M. Scott, for the flight for the week, he's at 55. So we're going to cross him out. He's fairly close to 60. We could probably find somebody else. I don't want to make a comment. All right. We got S. Hudson. He's at 45, so he's kind of up there. All right. So how else will we determine between Halpert and Hudson? It says that we are to select the one with the most seniority. So who's been there the longest? Halpert's been there 30 years. Hudson's been there 5 years. So we're going to X out Hudson. And we're going to go with J. Halpert. Okay. And then you're going to do the same with the other jobs. The only difference is at flight attendant, we have 2 selections that we need to make. Okay. Then you're going to come down here and fill in their shift, just as we filled in their flight from earlier. That's red. However, we also have the rule that for their crew, they need to fill in 1 hour before their shift starts and 1 hour after their shift starts. Okay, and those are our crew selection rules. Excuse me. So you would fill that in for all of your selections. And then this part is where you are creative. You pick random names, you pick random ages, random education levels. The only thing here is that your weight does need to stay under 612 kilograms. Also, your height needs to be in centimeters, so you do need to do conversions here. The last step, the last required step is making a meal plan. So each member needs 1.6 kilograms of food every day. So this is our daily food for the whole crew. So your total food would equal 1.6 times however many people. So 6 people, 5 people, 4, whatever. But your total daily food for this plan needs to equal 1.6 times that amount of people. And then you can distribute it how you would like to between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the way we are getting these kilograms, the way we're getting this measurement of this food is from this chart. And that's how we are creating meals. You're making cucumbers, red mustard for breakfast, however many of each you would like for your crew members. All right. And that is the required portions. This part is extra credit. where you fill in, right here, you would put in your members' names, your colonist names that you picked in step 3. And then you would fill in their schedules for the day. What would their days look like? And the different tasks they can do are right here. I'll highlight that. We got exercise on the TVIS, exercise on the ARED, meal, spacewalk, sleep, take a bath, farm crops. And you could fill in a day for all of your members for the full day. All right.